Today we're taking an absolute classic with mono green and we're seeing if we can evolve it into something brand new and fresh that's actually running 3 colors and not just 1. I know that makes absolutely no sense, so let me explain. All right, here we go. We're going to try to explain what a 3-color mono green stompy list is. That sentence alone makes absolutely no sense. I'm well aware, but I'm going to try to make sense of it real quick for you guys here today. So mono green has been doing the same thing for a long time. It's kind of solidified in stone on exactly how it's supposed to be played, but I'm trying to shake that up a little bit here with this Jund build, and it works the same way a mono green deck likes to work. It works off this Defiler of Vigor. Now this card is insane. It's a 4 of in a deck. It's the main engine piece. Basically, once this is on a field, we can start paying Phyrexia mana for some of our creatures, putting them onto the battlefield. Now, what's great about this card is that every time a green creature enters the battlefield, or a green, permanent enters the battlefield, what's going to end up happening here is it's going to proliferate the board by giving 1/1 counters to everything on the field. Now, that's what we're taking advantage of here today when I say mono green Jund list, because we've got green creatures in Glissa, we've got green creatures in Ziorda's Envoy. Both of these creatures are technically green creatures, even though they are multicolored. They are still green creatures, which keeps this technically like a mono green stompy list, but it opens the door for so many possibilities, right? You access better green cards. You're not narrowed into one lane of just pure green shenanigans. We've got multicolored things that can do some really great things for us, like Glissa, obviously a very powerful card that does many things when it hits the opponent's face, but a very good defender as well. The first strike death touch is really hard to get through. And then Ziorda's Envoy here is so busted. This thing has trample, and when it attacks through the opponent here and hits them, we're going to be able to get permanents from the top of our deck to either play under the battlefield or get into our hand for further value. This thing can also be blitzed in some spots for that hasty trampling threat to try to win a game. So being able to do those things with Defiler and get those 1/1 counters at the same time is super amazing. And Gwenna really opens this deck up a lot too, because Gwenna can be tapped for multiple different colors of mana to kind of help our mana base a little bit. But what's really great about Gwenna too is it on-taps itself after being tapped for mana if you play a creature with 5 power or more, which almost every card on this top end is 5 power or more and should be triggering Gwenna's ability to go on and off for mana over and over again. And we should absolutely run away with a ton of games today because of that ability. And it also opens the door for a nice little Riveteer's Charm as a little bit of a flex play. Hits those exile piles where we want to get rid of the Atraxas. It also forces some sacrifice, not to mention you can get a little bit of card draw from this as well. A really fun deck. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. We shook the the mono green list up quite a bit here, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. But if you're new here, if you didn't already know, we do post videos 5 days a week here on the channel, so be sure, if you enjoy content just like this, to like, subscribe. All that stuff helps out so very much. We're going to jump into the games now. Enjoy, guys. We'll see you back here at the end for some final thoughts. Peace out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are trying to reinvent the wheel. We are playing a mono green stompy list, but we are doing it in a much different fashion. We're actually running Jund colors, and that's because we're trying to take advantage of the Defiler here, because Defiler is the main key engine piece of any good mono green stompy list. And we've splashed in the colors of Jund because we have great creatures like Glissa here, who are technically green creatures, and they do trigger that Defiler's ability to basically proliferate the board, which is really, really awesome. So hopefully today's build will just spark some creativity and we'll have some fun, man. I'm really enjoying this thing lately. It's been really cool. And we've got it in a pretty decent spot now, because we actually started out as a Naya build doing the same thing with like Halana and Fleetfoot, but wasn't winning nearly as much as I would have liked to have been. Let's see. Get this in pre-combat. That way we get more damage off the Beast Caller, right? Off to a pretty fast start here. The opponent not able to keep up, it looks like, but we'll see. I love that off the top. That's going to be super helpful as long as we make it at least one more turn cycle. Okay. Who do they take out, though? Glissa would be the smart play, but we'll see.
Then guide it like water.
Well, actually, not really, because if they take out Glissa, yeah, they might have died to lethal potentially.
Not much of a roadblock.
All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna go adapt it into a Beast Caller here, and the reason I'm going that route is because I need to make sure I have Tyvar stand available to me, and I guess go Beast Caller first actually to get more damage the next turn. All right, We attack here. That's gone.
To wandering.
Hit them for 5. They're down to 4. Feeling good. Now we just got to survive 1 depopulate, which we know is probably coming out. Ooh, consider. Okay. I thought for sure we were going to get the depopulate treatment. And I'm really, really glad I've got them dead in the, you know, dead to rights before that, you know, 6th land drop comes down, because farewell would have made me really, really sad. But GG's to the opponent. Solid first game. All right, that was really fast. I enjoyed that one a lot. Didn't really need too much assistance. The board just did what it did. I mean, we filled it up fast. We attacked in. We got him dead. Opponent gets to go first here. It's not bad enough that I can justify a mulligan here. I've got to keep it. I would like to see Glissa come down on turn 3 if possible in most cases. That or my Glissa or my my Gwenna would be nice. Gwenna would be really great for ramping into things like Defiler. All right, Duelist is in play. Let's see if they've got removal ready for the Beast Caller. I would imagine they do. It's going to be that turn 3 exile a creature play. It's been pretty consistent when we go up against these types of matchups, these like Selesnya poison builds or ossification. Either way, gets the job done. We have Glissa coming down next turn. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep the opponent at bay. It is a first strike creature, so it can dance with the Duelist. They did miss their 3rd land drop last turn, by the way, which could be a big key to our success here. Perfect. Don't even care about that at all. Nice. Let's go. That's clutch. All right, I am gonna go double Beast Caller here. I could go Spinner, but yeah, I'm gonna go double Beast Caller. I need to have more threats coming down, because if they single-handedly answer a single creature like Glissa here, I'm not gonna have a backup to block with. So I think this is a good way to go. Let's see, counters. There's no counters on anything. It's got to be this, right? It's got to be this. All right, there's the scoop. The opponent says, oops, they let the Glissa get through. They didn't remember that it had the enchantment destruction on it. And that'll do it. Feels bad. Glissa, absolute powerhouse of a card. We were going to come for the Skrelv's Hive next. So, simple GG right there. Absolutely love Glissa, man. It opens up the door for so many options. So many options. We are also running the Jund Charm today too, which is really exciting. I'm excited to try that card out. Again, it's been a long time since I played it, but it offers us some great tools for today's meta. I am going to obviously send this away. We're going second, and these are very expensive cards, so got to send it away. I suppose this isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not the greatest. Yeah, we'll just do it like so. All right. But yeah, the Jund Charm is really cool. It actually has access to exiling the opponent's graveyard, which could be really helpful against the Traxa decks and things like that. All right, we see a Might come down. Let's take away their ability to get that through for Toxic. Now I have a tricky next turn here. I could go with another adaptive here. I can hold the Tyvar stand for protection. I'll take this trade all day long if they want to, honestly. Rot Priest. Okay, so they're clearly a Selesnya build. Fair enough. Let's get down the adaptive. That's all we really have here. Glade comes in next turn for untapped mana, which is great, but the creatures we have in hand are both 4 drops. Not ideal, but I have a little bit of an ambush card here. Maybe I can get that off to kill their Rot Priest. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty unlikely that they're not going to trigger the Might, though. I would imagine they're going to do the Might's ability here, giving the Rot Priest protection and extra Toxic. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this one might not be us. Those first 2 opening hands weren't great. Going second's not great. Everything kind of working against us. Not to mention the mana was a little bit wonky too. Yeah, they send the protection through the Rot Priest here, hitting us for 2 toxic. I mean, they're off to a slow start though. Turn 3, they're hitting me for the first time for, you know, poison counters. I'll take it. All right, that's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal. All right, let's go ahead and leave back the adaptive here for a blocker. I have the ambush, but unlikely that it's going to be relevant. I don't think I really want to use this ability to ambush a 1/1 might token. Doesn't seem very smart. All right, fair enough. That, on the other hand, is great. The Slaughter Stinger made them a little bit more comfortable, caused them to make a little bit of an error in their judgment here. This is great stuff. All right, there we go. That's gone. I do need another land here if I'm going to have any chance. Wow, of course they had a third one. Why wouldn't they have a third one? All right. And then there's another evolved Spinoderm for us. So that's definitely going to be game, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Missed the land drop. Hit us with a third Skrelv's Hive. Unbelievable. Or Skrelv's Might. Tough, man. I'm just gonna let this all get through. There's really no point in us trying to block here. I mean, we're pretty much dead anyways. Jump blocking something here and losing the adaptive does us no good, especially when next turn I could get it a little bit bigger potentially and make a much better block. Not to mention though, they have the ability though to get the stinger, the protection again, and send it on through. And it's a tap land. Just for the icing on the cake, they give us the land we need, but it's a tap land. Tough game. Tough game. Did not go our way, that's for sure. A little bit unlucky there. I could end up blaming the mulligan that we took and not, you know, keeping that 4th land there, but I am happy that we did take the mulligan overall, just because we definitely would have died instantaneously had we kept a, you know, a hand with a 4-drop as our earliest drop. This hand's still not nearly as good either, just because it's a 3-drop coming out first based on the mana we have here, but hopefully the deck can provide us with an on-tap land here. We'll see. A little bit unlikely. Tashiro, okay, gaining some life. That's fine. All right, we did find a Gwenna, which is really cool. I'm excited for the Gwenna to get down and showcase exactly how good this card can be when paired with the Defiler. We are against mono black though, so the idea of it surviving is pretty slim. Hopefully they don't find it very threatening and they just keep progressing their board. I'd like to see maybe like a Shieldred come down here, which I don't normally say that, but as long as my Gwenna survives, I'm happy. I don't care how we do it. Yeah, I figured. All right, cut down. Bummer. We do hit another land drop though. Clutch. I just have a feeling the opponent's going to run some sort of removal out this turn again, so I'm going to go ahead and just give them a tougher decision on the removal. Give myself 2 decent blockers here. We got to remember that Tashiro can be used as mana for instant and sorcery speed spells, so they are still in range of that Invoke Despair, which would be a bit annoying. I'll take it, because they're going to kill the 3/3, and we put the 1 counter on the other Beast Caller, and we're good to go. Defiler will be coming down next, hopefully, if we find that land drop. No, we don't, but I mean, Gwenna is still just an absolute house, guys. I'm telling you, this card is the truth. I'm gonna play it out. I'm gonna play it out. I'm gonna send this through. Dang, they've gained so much life off of those Tashiro plays mixed with the Flesh Gorger. Crazy. Everything they've done has gained them life, which has really slowed down my game. They don't have a good attack yet. Nice, it survives a turn cycle. Here's where we get to have all the fun in the world, guys. This is going to be really fun. All right, we get down to Defiler here, which allows the Gwenna to on-tap again for more mana. We play the Envoy first, because we want to on-tap Gwenna again. And we will take the damage. Yes, we need to take the damage in order to play out the Gwenna next turn. Or this turn. All right. And then we play out the the Glissa. Sorry. I'm saying that wrong. And that, my friends, is how this deck runs. Let's go, dude. And then, not to mention, the bigger this gets, the bigger the plays it's able to pull out of the deck here. So we're absolutely gonna run away with this thing now. GG's to the opponent. There is no stopping that, man. There is no stopping that. Wow. That is so good. And again, guys, I'm telling you, this card hits the opponent for trample. It pulls a free card out of our deck every time. This hits the opponent. We draw cards. We're just going to absolutely pop off here. So that's amazing. And it's all thanks to Gwenna and the ability to tap it for mana, untap it again, use it again, and these 5 powered creatures. It's just so good, man. So good. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. I like this. I like it because it's like... you know, mono green's always been one of those decks that I've really enjoyed playing before. As far as aggro goes, it's one of my, you know, more favorited type of aggro decks to play. And just to be able to put a twist like this on it, it feels so good. We're gonna definitely keep this. Everything kind of hinges on the Gwenna surviving though, because we need the red for the Zeotoras. Sorry, Zeotoras. I don't even read these things half the time. I just say the words that I think they are. I gotta stop doing that. All right. The opponent playing mono red though. Mishra's Found return 2. Okay, that's a bit slower, but still pretty powerful card. I really could use a 1 or 2 drop here. Let's go. You heard my calls. I love it. It's gonna be unblockable though, which is fine. I could go Riveteer's Charm next turn. Well, no, I can't. What am I saying? I don't have red. Glissa Sunslayer though would become unblockable. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe we just play out the Gwenna and then again just try to get everything rolling just immediately. But I am really afraid of the potential lightning strike sort of play here. But we're gonna try it because if we can pull it off, it's gonna be absolutely bonkers. All right, no attacks. Keep things back for blocks. This could be bait too. This could be really good because I would imagine they'd want to take out the Beast Caller before they take out the Gwenna. So if they do that, I can pass the 1/1 counter over to Gwenna and then we can kind of start popping off here. It's too easy. Mono red, you're too easy to read. They have another one. Okay, gang, thank God. I was gonna say they have another one. Great. All right, so they're gonna attack through here. No Firebrand attack. What? Okay. Very strange. But it's time to pop off, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're down to 9. We do have to be cognizant about that. That is a very low life total here. But we have an Zeotora's next turn potentially. Glissa attacking in, you know, with the ability to draw us cards is nice, but it also pings us for life. They want nothing to do with it though. Very shocking that the opponent was willing to lay it all down there. They got me down to what, 8 or 7 here? 9. They got me down to 9. I mean, this can keep coming over the top. This makes things unblockable. I don't know. I mean, obviously we were starting to hedge our, you know, starting to swing back our way a little bit, but that still could have gone their way depending on their hand. All right. Taking out mono red. Aggro versus aggro. We got the dub. I love it. All right, opening hand here. The mana is spot on. A couple of 2-drops. I'll take it. All right, we're up against mono black. And we get our 1-drop off the top. That's money. Absolute money. Double the Evolved Sleeper. So the opponent here is running a mono black aggro deck, it looks like, potentially, which I'm totally fine with. I think we match up with that pretty well. All right. Adaptive up to a 2-drop. Do we attack in here? I feel like we should, just to keep the pressure on. You know the opponent's going to pump the Evolved Sleepers anyways, and we're not willing to block them. So send it through. That's a bummer.
Happy to help, but I'm taking
No surprise there. We drop the...
Off you go.
All right, that's fine. That is a-okay. So we are playing out the Beast Caller here, which means the Proving Grounds here can come in tapped. And then next turn, we start throwing down that Envoy and we start going to town. The Envoy is very, very good.
Don't overthink things.
Ooh, they drop a Phyrexian Obliterator here, missing the land drop. Are they going to keep the pressure on? They don't. They leave back for defense here. Okay, well. Let's see what happens here. Actually, I kind of already have an idea of what's going to happen here. We're going to send both these attackers here through to the Liliana, and then they're going to block the 4/4. We're going to transfer those 2 counters over to the Envoy or the Envoy here, and it's going to be able to find us a very big card, hopefully.
After all.
Shieldred, that's actually so annoying. That's actually so annoying. Okay, well, we kind of know the well, I think it's worth it if I'm being honest. I mean, we still hit him for 2 here. We get to draw a card off the top, even if we don't get to play it. That's a card, and we get rid of Shieldred, which we have to get rid of. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it, but we hit him for 2. We get the card off the top. Shieldred's gone, which would have caused us a big headache. Obliterator down. That's another really big headache type card. Let's see what this hits us. Glissa. Love it. Glissa's fantastic. Let's go ahead and thin the deck out here a little bit. I don't necessarily need the life gain at the moment. Am I willing to give up 5 permanents for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaving me with 2 mana left over. Anything I play though gets me another land. Not quite. I'm not ready for that. Pass the turn. That's super unfortunate though. That Obliterator is such a good card to put in front of us here. I really need to find my my charm. My charm would be great.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows.
Here's the thing. I'm going to put the counters onto the Silverback Elder because the Glissa is good no matter what, even without the big power, right? All right, so the opponent doesn't attack, though. That was strange. Thought for sure they would. All right, I am willing to give up 3 permanents here. Let's get another land, though. All right, we get down to Gwenna. We attack into their face. They make the block. Figured they would. All right, so we sack 3 permanents here. 1, 2, 3. All the pain lands. All right, now we're chilling. Now they don't have a very good plus here with the Liliana. We can destroy that with the Elder. Yes, let's go. That's clutch. Game over. That is game over, ladies and gentlemen. G to the G's. And then Gwenna, or sorry, Glissa. Bam. See ya. All right, let's go. Down to 2. The opponent needs to top deck something pretty magical here to come back. Mono Black doesn't necessarily have anything, though, that can handle this. The only sweeper I'd be afraid of there was either Path to Peril, which doesn't work, or Gix Command, which does also not work. So, feels good. Love it. All right, beautifully done, man. Beautifully done. All right, opening hand here is a 2/3 drop. I mean, it's definitely playable. Let's see what happens here. It's definitely different though from what we've seen so far. Rot Priest down on turn 1 is never fun. A blue land would make me really sad. Oh boy, I'm really sad. All right, finding a Rot Priest here on turn 1 and having blue is about as worst of a scenario as you can ask for here. Getting a Glissa off top is nice. Hopefully this next turn they waste their only blue mana. Hopefully this is their only blue mana. Hopefully they wasted in putting like some sort of an enchantment on this thing. Because then I could go ahead and River Tears charm it, and then we know they won't have any protection for it. But if they have blue, there's always that opportunity for a slip out the back play. which you'd really hate to see. Okay, I can live with that. So that's a pretty unique card to have here in this sort of build. I thought this was going to be a tempo sort of build, but it's not. We will absolutely force them to sacrifice now instead of playing out the Glissa, because this is too dangerous when you put that protection stuff onto it. Like I said, slip out the back, march. There's too many good options for them to avoid having to send that away. Sentry. All right, fair enough. So many artifact and enchantment. Well, these are all enchantment killers, huh? Is this artifacts too? It does. All right, cool. I guess what I'm getting at here, there's a lot of ways for us to kill that sentry, which is great. So Beast Caller is not necessarily gone. Not that it matters. Beast Caller wasn't doing a whole lot for us right there in that spot. Another poison counter. They draw a card. I can live with that. Those are a bit slow. So if that's how they're going to be, you know, hitting that toxic on us, it's all good. This is not the tempo deck that I thought it was, which is fantastic. Let's see what they do here, actually. Let's just attack into the opponent here and see what sort of nonsense they may want to be doing here. All right, let's draw a card. Life total is not really a concern of mine right now. It's really strictly just the fact that we got to avoid these poison counters. I am going to play out the Silverback Elder. Again, I think blowing up the Sentry is going to be nice here. Just getting a wider body of creatures on the field is going to be important, because if things start to get exiled and they get that toxic counter through for an attack, that's what I'm worried about. All right, that thing can fly, and it's going to exile the Sunslayer because it becomes a Sentry. Well, I guess it doesn't have haste, so that's good. All right. I mean, it's gonna get pretty ugly here. Yeah, GG's. All right, yeah, I figured that was gonna be the case. There wasn't a whole lot they could do there. I see what they were trying to do though. That Mind Link mech, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, this thing is really sweet. It's able to basically take things from the graveyard, right? Whenever it becomes crewed for the first time at end of turn, it becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature. They were gonna make it a Sentry. They attack in, and then it's still flying. Okay, so it doesn't. Never mind. I thought it had some playability from the graveyard. My bad. GG. All right, we're making an absolute run right now. I'm feeling good. I didn't expect us to make this much of a run. I thought we'd drop a handful, 2 games maybe by now, but we've only dropped 1 out of 7 games. That's pretty solid, man. Wow. All right, I get to go first. The hand is definitely playable. Need the mana to kind of get us there, though. This could be that one game where that mana becomes a serious issue. We'll see. Werewolf. Okay. That's not every day you see that. Not even wolf. They chose werewolf, huh? Okay. All right, so definitely going to be a Gruul werewolf build here. I will send in both of these attackers here. Hopefully they make a block. That'd be great. Nope. All right, they're just going to eat the damage. What sucks here is we can't play a spell, so the opponent's going to flip over here, which is annoying. All their werewolves get a pump now. Not to mention whenever they play like a Tovolar here or something, they get to see value out right away. All right. All right, they're looking to play a 4-drop instead. I don't blame them. Mana becoming a apparent issue. And a permanent control dealt damage to this card. Deals that much damage to any target. Whenever permanent you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage. Oh, geez. Okay. Wow. This is not going well. Not going well. We have such a solid hand, too. If we could have just got Gwenna out on turn 3 last turn, we'd already be playing a Defiler into probably another Defiler of sorts. But, yeah, that didn't go our way, did it? All right, what do we do here? All right. Trample. All right, fair enough. Just thinking right now, guys, if I'm a little quiet, that's why. All right, so the opponent is going to lose the Avenger. We keep the Beast Caller. It's looking, you know, pretty bleak for us right now, but man, if we could just find that land, there might be a smidge of hope. Nope, it's a tap land. They always do that. Whenever you need that last land drop, it always comes in, but it comes in tapped. Just an absolute absurdity, man. Ugh. Good game. Yep, there's a Flame Blessed Bolt just for good measure. They attack in for a lot of damage here. More than enough to kill me. GG's. Dang, dude, that would have been a really fun game too, because I feel like we absolutely would have destroyed them with the start that we had. We had a great start with the adaptive into Beast Caller, which would have led right into a Gwenna and led right into a Defiler. That would have been absolute killer game for us. All right, there's that game. I talk about losing a game, and that's what happens, man. We did just rank up though, so I mean, I could afford to take a couple L's here because we're not going to D-rank right away, which is always nice. The opponent gets to go first. It's keepable, but it's a little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little suspect. Looks like another mono black player potentially. Feel the ruin. What in the tarnation? Is that really gonna be your turn 3 play? All right, fair enough. Ooh, a Gwenna, but the odds of it surviving is very, very slim here. I've got 2 Glissas. I'm more willing to lose the Glissa than I am the Gwenna, so let's find out. I thought maybe Shieldred there. I was like, oh, that'd be so good. All right, well, at this point, too, we have Tyvar stand, right? So whatever we play here should survive. I think it's got to be the Gwenna, though, so we can absolutely just go ham, just drop a bunch of creatures at the same time, over and over. See what happens here. We avoid 1 kill spell. Do we avoid another? Probably not. I was hoping to see a kill spell come down on their turn on main phase, but now that this Invoke Despair is probably going to be the play. Not going to lie, that would thoroughly bum me out, because it does seem like they always have it whenever they need it. Nice, let's go. That's clutch. Come on, no, go for the throat. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Okay. If I play this first on tap, I get a Glissa. Yeah, I'm gonna go this route first because I need to get more lands, right? I think lands are gonna be the key. I would have loved to play the Defiler here, but I think this is a much more important way to go because I need these lands. All right, perfect. Okay, now we can start to unload here. This is going to be really good. Shieldred is fine. We've got plenty of life gain with the Elder. We've got the Glissa, which is going to have that first strike death touch as well. We don't care. Absolute savagery right now we're about to have here. Let's just keep grabbing some more lands too while we're at it. Thinning the deck out is very, very important. Need some more red, right? Need some more red. Let's grab another land. Keep that land coming, man. Now the top decks should be absolutely spicy. We're going to just send in the Glissa for now because we got to get rid of that Shieldred. And I highly doubt they're going to want to block the Glissa with the Shieldred at the moment. All right, cool. All right, so we should be fine against pretty much anything. Like I said, Mono Black doesn't offer a ton in the department of sweepers right now. There's not much that can handle these big bodies. You know, Gix Command only hits 2 drops, and then my biggest thing, which not a big deal. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorin, sure.
Under my watch, neither vampire nor human.
The 2/3.
I bring my own army.
A land is not ideal here. Oh, brother. Okay. Let's send in... Send in these three. These other creatures right here, these silverback elders and these defilers, they're too important to me. And then Glissa we know is not going to die. Those are the biggest things, right? These evolved Spinderms and the Gwenas, we've got enough value out of them that I don't care too much anymore. Can't believe we grabbed as many lands as we did too, and we still top decked the land there. That was the opposite of what I was trying to, you know, have happen. I think I've got to do this, right?
Tragedy befalls.
All right, they're left with just a single Shieldred now. I'm going to hold the card like we've got something special in the hand here when we don't. You never know. It could bluff the opponent at some point in the game to be a little bit more timid on what they try to do, but highly doubtful. They're top decking right now currently, so they're going to play whatever they get. I mean, easy choice there. Beast Caller. All right, let's get that into play here. Bang, bang. Gucci gang. Get that 4 life. I think it's time to start gaining some life. Boom, boom, boom. Again, these 2 cards too valuable for me to give up at the moment. Let's go ahead and send these through. Let's look to draw a card this time with the Glissa, because I would imagine there's no way they're blocking Glissa here. Yep, that's what I figured you'd do. Fair enough. Another land, somehow, some way. They pulled off me drawing another land here. I don't know how that's possible. Graveyard Trespasser, not quite enough to get the job done. This is gonna be GG's for the opponent. Solid game, dude. I'm telling you, Gwena plus Defiler is absurd, and we miss a land again. Or we get a land again. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, we handled it very, very well still, no matter which way you slice it, but absolutely crazy. All right, that's a good card. Where were you? That'd been really nice to get you down at some point there. GG's though, feels good, man. On to the next. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one was really fun because, again, it's nice to see a refreshing take on something that's so set in stone and everyone has already seen. Everyone's already kind of been there, done that with this deck, and it really hasn't gotten any sort of changes in a long period of time. So I felt like it'd be nice to kind of revisit that archetype and see if we could somehow creatively shake things up. And I think I really enjoyed the way we pulled this one off. Like I said, we were in Naya colors before this. We had Fleetfoot Dancer in this deck, which was really fun. We've also had, you know, the Halana, which was really helpful. But I think with Jund, what makes this so special is it adds that extra 5-powered creature to untap that Gwena over and over again, which we saw how powerful that can be. But also in Jund, access to Glissa and the Jund Charm, both of those cards are actually super, super good. And I don't think there's a whole lot that can compete in that Naya list. So I think that's why I'm seeing so much more success with this build than that one. So anyways, I'm sure this one has a long way to go too. If you guys, you know, hopefully this just gave you guys ideas on how to unlock certain potentials for this deck and what you can do with it in other color schemes. So let me know what you guys think. As long as you've got green, you can go multicolor with this thing and still get that access to the Defiler, as well as Gwena helping you to, you know, trigger those abilities as well. So let me know how you guys like it and what sort of things you do differently. But that's going to do it for me. Big news this Thursday will be a live stream for the new, you know, set list coming out, March of the Machine. We're going to be live here on the channel doing early access. Your boy today, man, your boy was looking at some new cards for the first time, really trying to dive in. That was, your boy was taking some notes. I got 3 pages of notes. This set is way more than I thought it was going to be. It looks busted, I'm telling you guys, and just by looking at my notes, you're going to see a lot of tokens and a lot of reanimators. I thought for sure with a new set rotation, we could finally kind of retire playing Mondrak in every other video. But I think Mondrak just got a promotion and we're going to be playing it for a lot longer because tokens seem to be an absolute house in this new set. There's some really fun things coming out though. The battle cards are really interesting. So hopefully we'll have some fun with the new set coming out soon. I hope you guys are excited about that. But we are going to hop out of here now. We'll see you guys back here again tomorrow. And then also tomorrow, there's still going to be a live stream in the, you know, the evening if you want to check that out. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified. But But again, that'll do it for me. Huge shout out to everyone who made it this far into the video, and a special personal shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys are part of the Mardu Mob, huge shout out to you for supporting the channel, helping sponsor this channel in ways, and I really appreciate your patronage. Thank you so much for helping me grow this channel into what it is today and giving me the opportunity. I appreciate it so very much. So love you guys. See you guys on the next video tomorrow, and hopefully the live stream. Till next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.